go.
Here we go. We're now going to learn a process of solving quadratic equations called completing the square. Again, our steps for completing the square are written on the left side here. The first step is to isolate the x terms. So I'm starting with this equation. We need to get all of my x terms by themselves. So I'm going to first add 6 to both sides. So I'm left with x squared plus 2x equals 6. Now the second step, you see we've set this up for you. We have an empty box here and an empty box here. We need to add 1/2 b squared to both sides. So b, right, is the number in front of x. So I'm going to do 1/2 times 2 squared. That equals 1. So that means in the second step I'm going to add 1 to both sides. So on the left side we now have x squared plus 2x plus 1. And on the right side we have 6 plus 1 gives us 7. So we're now going to factor the left side using sum product. So that's going to be x plus 1 times x plus 1. Now because this is a perfect square trinomial, meaning we have the same thing times the same thing, I can then write this as x plus 1 squared equals 7. Now, the last step, take the square root of both sides and solve for x. So to get rid of the square, I'm going to take the square root of both sides. So now on the left side I have x plus 1. On the right side, remember when we take the square root, we always have a positive and negative root. I'm sure you guys remember that. So plus or minus the square root of 7. And then the final step to get x by itself, subtract 1 from both sides. So we get x equals -1 plus or minus the square root of 7. Fantastic job.